First one is Cocker forceps. Cocker forceps means it in the tip of the Cocker forceps, that is one is sharp tip and another one is a groove. In Cocker forceps, in one tip is sharp teeth and another tip is a groove. So while closing it will give a strong grip. So Cocker forceps is used to grasp heavy tissues, may also be used as a long clamp, and the jaws may be straight or curved. This is an example of straight Cocker forceps. So Cocker forceps is also coming as a curved Cocker forceps. And other name of Cocker forceps is Oshner's forceps. Oshner forceps. Other name of Cocker forceps is Oshner's forceps. So that is about Cocker forceps. Next is Babcock forceps. Babcock forceps, that peculiar feature is the hollow end in the tip. So it helps to hold glandular organs or tissues like intestine, fallopian tube, ovary. So it is non-traumatic forceps, and it is available in a small short type and long type Babcock forceps. So while we can hold the glandular organs inside the hollow part and lock it here. So that is the features of Babcock forceps. These are the common in OT instruments. So you already saw so many videos. So it helps to remember that videos, and you can familiarize with these instruments. So we will go to next instrument. Next instrument is Allis forceps. Allis forceps, the main feature is this jaw-like tip. So Allis forceps tip is like a jaw. Okay. So while closing the Allis forceps, the jaw will helps to grasp tissues. It is traumatic type forceps. So it helps to grasp the outer skin, and usually it used to to retract the outer skin. Allis is used for grasping tissues available in short and long sizes. So Allis forceps also available in short type and long type. And a jewed Allis holds intestinal tissues. Jewed Allis, that is small type, it helps to hold intestinal tissues, and heavy Allis hold breast tissues. So that is a difference. Jewed Allis holds in intestinal tissues, and heavy Allis holds breast tissue. So that is about Allis forceps. While remembering Allis forceps, the tip you need to remember the jaw-like tip, and it is a traumatic to the tissue. It will make a trauma to the tissue if we are holding for long time. Next instrument is hemoclip applier with hemoclip. Hemoclip applier with hemoclip. This is the hemoclip applier, and these are the various types of hemoclips. Hemoclips helps to occlude the injured artery or any small vessels. This hemoclip helps to occlude blood vessels or any small vessels. So normally the tip is opened, and while closing here it will close here. So first we will took one clip from here, and we will keep opened. Then while pressing, it will occlude the artery like stapler. A hemoclip applier with the hemoclip applies metal clips onto the blood vessels and ducts, which will remain occluded. So, for a permanent occlusion, hemoclip applier we are using in surgery. So, these are the different types of hemoclip. This is a large one, this is a smallest one. Then next is right angled clamp. A right angled clamp means this part is curved to form an angle, that is right angle. That is why it is called right angled clamp. It helps to clamp the deeper vessels. That is the main use of the right angled clamp. It helps to clamp the injured artery or vessels, deeper vessels. That is the main use of right angled clamp. A right angled clamp is used to clamp hard to reach vessels to place sutures behind or around a vessel. If incision is very narrow, right angle clamp helps to clamp the blood vessels and ducts. A right angle clamp with a suture attached is called tie on a passer. This term you remember, tie on a passer. A right angled clamp, a right angled with a suture attached is called a tie on a passer. Other name of a right angled clamp is mixture. Other name of right angled clamp is mixture. So these terms, mixture, tie on a passer, these terms you should remember. It may ask during exams. Next is Berlischer. Berlischer is also a forceps or clamp. It has round finger-like rings here. So it helps to clamp the deep blood vessels, and Berlischers have two closed finger rings, that is here, and Berlischers with open finger ring are called tonsil hemostats. Berlischers with an open finger rings are called tonsil hemostats, and other name of Berlischer is skinned tonsils forceps. Skinned tonsil forceps is another other name of Berlischer, and another name is Adson's forceps. So Berlischer have two names, Singed tonsils forceps and Adson's forceps. And an open finger ring are called tonsil hemostats. It is mainly used for tonsil surgery. That is why it is called tonsil hemostats. So next instrument, Kelly's hemostat. Kelly's hemostat is a large, looks like a large artery forceps. Only the difference is size, and it's similar to the artery forceps. That is Kelly hemostat. Main function is occlude the blood vessels, large blood vessels. Used to clamp small vessels or hold tissues. Jaws are partially serrated. Serrated means these lines. So it will helps to hold the tissue. The serrated lines helps to hold the tissue. It will prevent the slipping of the tissue. It will come like either straight or it will come like curved Kelly's clamp. So that is about Kelly's clamp. Next is curved myosicus. Curved in the sense here it is curved. That is why it is called curved myosisus. Myosisus also coming like straight myosisus. So this is an example of curved myosisus. Curved myosisus is used to cut the outer skin or the muscles tissue, that is fascia, muscles, uterus, breast, etc. We can cut with myosisus, and it is available in various sizes. Myosisus available in various sizes. Large, medium, small sizes are available, and this is an example of curved myosisus. Next we will introduce a straight myosisus also. So remember that time. Next is Metzebaum scissors. Metzebaum scissors. Metzebaum scissors. This is an example of straight Metzebaum scissors. Metzebaum scissors is used to cut the delicate tissues. Smooth, delicate tissue. We will use Metzebaum scissors. That is, after the incision, we will use Metzebaum scissors to cut the delicate tissues inside the body. And it have longer handle to blade ratio than Mayo scissors, and it have blunt ends. So this is Metzebaum scissors. It has blunt ends and it have longer size than Mayo scissors. Next is curved mosquito hemostat. Curved mosquito hemostat or curved mosquito forceps. This one is straight mosquito. This is curved mosquito. So that is the difference. The difference is only in size, and it looks like similar to the artery forceps, but the size is small. That is why it is called mosquito hemostat. It used to hold delicate tissue, used to compress bleeding vessels. Jaws are fully serrated. Serrated, we already mentioned. It's like lines in the lines are present here. So that is why it is called serrated. It helps to prevent the slipping of the tissue. So that is the use of curved mosquito hemostat. Either we can use to occlude the blood vessel, or we can hold the delicate tissue. Next is different comparison between Kelly's clamp, artery forceps and mosquito forceps. All three are look-wise similar, but the size of the Kelly's clamp is bigger than artery forceps, but the mosquito forceps is smallest when compared to artery and Kelly's clamp. So that is why I mentioned the comparison, so you can understand the difference. Otherwise, use it's like similar only, either to grasp tissue and to occlude blood vessels. If smaller blood vessels, we will use mosquito clamp. If the medium size blood vessel or tissue, we will use artery forceps. If blood vessel or tissue is larger type, so we will use Kelly's clamp. Larger type in the sense abdominal surgery and all, we will use Kelly's clamp. In hand or very minute area, we will use Kelly's mosquito forceps for clamping the tissue. Next is retractor. In first, Dever retractor. Dever's retractor, first one, it is used for abdominal surgery, gynecological or obstetrical surgery, to retract the abdominal muscles. Okay, the size, you can see different size of Dever retractor. This is a typical model. So this S-like curve will be there. Use is to retract the abdominal muscles, or it is also used in obstetrical or gynecological surgeries. The width of this part may be variable according to the surgery. We can use different types of Dever's retractor according to surgery. If the larger the muscles, we need to use broader Dever's retractor. Next is Doyen's retractor. Doyen's retractor also used during abdominal surgery to retract the bladder. So this is blunt part, so it will not cause injury to the bladder. That is why it is using abdominal surgery and retract the bladder. It is also used during obstetrical surgery. Sometimes it is used to retract uterus also during obstetrical surgery, but the main function is used for retracting bladder. Next is weight liner retractor. Weight liner retractor main feature is this type jaws will be there. So it helps to retract the small area. So we can retract the deeper tissue this much only. So it will help the superficial surgical surgery area, and we can lock here. We can retract and lock here. So we can carry out the surgery and unlock the lock. But for deeper surgery and all, we cannot use weight liner retractor. It is self-retaining. It's also called self-retaining retractor because we can lock it and perform surgery. So it is used to retract shallow incisions. Shallow incision depth we can use this much only. So that is why it is used for shallow surgeries. Next is BP handle and blade. So here is the different types of BP handle. Mainly we are using number 4 BP handle. Number 4 BP handle used for 20, 22, 23 blades. And number 3 BP handle we can use for 10 number of this one, blade number 10, and this one, this is number 7, long one, number 7 BP handle, that we can use for either 50 number blade or 11 number blade. This one 11 number blade, this is 50 number blade, this is 12 number blade. For deeper incision we can use this kind of BP handle. So that is a variety, but commonly we will use number 4, number 3 or number 7 BP handle. It comes in different sizes. Handle 7 with the blade size 15, used for deep tissue. 15 is sharp one. So that is used for deeper tissue. Number 3 BP handle, that is this one. This is number 3 BP handle. It is used for the blade number 10 for superficial tissue. And number 4 is strong BP handle, that is used for 20, 22, 23 size blade. So that is outer incision. We will use number 4 blade. Number 4 BP handle with 20 to 23 or 20 blade for outer incision. These are the different types of blade. 17. In that you need to remember mainly this 11 number blade. This is example of 11 number blade. This you should remember because the tip is pointing. That is the feature of 11 number blade. Tip is pointing. And another one is 10 number blade. 10 number blade similar to 22 or 23, but size is small compared to 20 or 22 blade. So this also used in outer surface incision. So 11 number, 10 number, and next one is 20, 20, 21, 22. These are all similar type of blades. 23. These are the common blades we are using for skin incision, and this is varieties of this skin incision specifically for some areas. So general surgery we will use either 22, 23 or 20. For a smaller area we will use number 10 blade, and for sharp deeper area we will use 11 number blade and 50 number of blade for small incision. So this BP handle for this type of blade is BP handle number 3, and BP handle for this larger size blade we need to use size for BP handle. Next is Kelly's hemostat, that is already I mentioned. The largest type of artery forceps. It is used to clamp the strong tissues or larger blood vessels. That is the main use of Kelly's clamp. Large blood vessel or larger tissue, we can use Kelly's clamp to hold. It is also have serrated end. So it will help to prevent slipping of the tissue. The serrated part helps to prevent the slipping of the tissue. It will come either straight or curved. Kelly's clamp either straight or curved. So don't confuse. So next instrument is malleable retractor or ribbon retractor. Malleable, why we are calling means we can bend it like in any size or any shape. So malleable retractor means we can use this and make it any shape and retract the tissue. So mainly I saw the use of malleable retractor during the pelvic surgeries. Pelvic surgeries or urinary surgery. The malleable retractors are commonly using to retract the bladder like tissues. We can use malleable retractor. Malleable or ribbon retractor, we need to hold manually by hand, and it is used to retract deep incisions, maybe bend to various shape. So we can bend any part and make it any type of shape. Next is myositis, straight myositis. Curved myositis we are already discussed in first part. So this is example of straight myositis, but the use is similar, nothing difference. It is used to make incision or cut the tissue of outer skin because it is have sharp and strong tip. That is why it is used to cut the outer skin. Medsebum scissors, we need to cut the delicate tissue. Myo scissors, muscle and outer skin. Myo related to muscle. So that is about first part of the image based questions. I mentioned some common instruments only. There are so many instruments. You can familiarize with the instruments. I will make one more video regarding this OT instruments, and best wishes for your AIIMS NOCET examination 2020.